In a video a couple of weeks ago, I was talking about a pedal that I owned, the Boss DD500, and it kind of sent me on a trip down memory lane because that was one of the first pedals that I bought when I started rebuilding my rig after our house got broken into and all my stuff except my guitars got taken. And I mentioned in there that I went down to Guitar Center and bought a Blues Deluxe for $500 or right around there used. And that was the amp that I used for a couple of years after that. Now since then I've graduated on to Mesa Fillmore 25. I've had the Dr. Z here for quite a while. I've had different expensive amps as well, and I got to thinking about it, and I don't think I've ever been happier than when I had a Blues Deluxe or a Hot Rod Deluxe. And the two amps, as far as I know, are very similar. I know the Hot Rod Deluxe has a third gain channel. There may be a difference beyond that, but the one I had most recently was that Tweed Blues Deluxe Reissue. And so I started looking around online, and I actually came across one for a better price than what I paid back in 2019. I found one for about $450, and it looked really clean from what I could tell online. So I hit purchase, and that's what I'm playing through today. And I may end up parting with some of my more expensive amps because so far I'm very happy with the sounds that I'm getting. I'm gonna run through clean, crunch, dirty, some of the different things that I do, and then just to give you some sound samples, then I will play it with a track to give you an idea of what it sounds like in the mix. But there's really nothing special going on. I use a wide open clean sound and color it with pedals. So here it is with all the pedals bypassed. This is my Heritage H535. It's obviously an ES335 style guitar by Heritage. You hear the reverb there. That's that signature Fender spring reverb. I love that sound. There's not a lot to this. I almost never run it completely clean like that. For my clean sound, I'm either going to have the Danelectro Roebuck in or a compressor in some cases, and then I'll almost always have delay on unless I'm doing something that's real choppy with a lot of stops. But for normal playing, even rhythm guitar or playing arpeggios, I'll almost always have delay on. So here's kind of a standard sound for me. Here's the Danelectro Roebuck with the Boss DD500. Now if I go to the bridge pickup and put some slap back on instead of that longer delay and play some rock and roll, it goes like this. And then I'll turn the Walrus 385 on before that for a kind of fuzzy distortion. Then if I want something even more spacey, I'll do my swell sound. And I'll do some compression, and I'm going to put some modulation on as well, courtesy of the Jam Ripley Fall. Here's a country thing. And then maybe a funk thing, no delay. So yeah, pretty much it can cover everything I need. 500 bucks used with shipping from Guitar Center, and I feel really safe doing Guitar Center used online, because if I don't like it, I just take it back in the store and return it. But yeah, stay tuned to see what my kind of history with this amp will become. So far, and it may just be nostalgia, but so far, I think I'm just as happy with this as I am with amps that are 2 and 3 times the cost. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. Something I forgot to mention, if you're gonna buy one of these amps and try to use it at home or at any reasonable volume, I recommend one of these. I bought it a couple of years ago when I started playing at a restaurant that has a Hot Rod Deluxe, and they're really picky about volume. You can find one online. There's a guy on eBay that sells them and calls them the Lion Tamer, but if you just look up either Hot Rod Deluxe or Blues Deluxe, master volume trick or something like that, you can find these pretty inexpensive. It's just 2 1/4-inch ends that plug into the effects loop, the preamp out and the power amp in on the amp, and then it'll go, it becomes a master volume. It'll go from completely silent to essentially bypassed, very loud, so you just find where you need it in there. And the reason this matters is the clean channel is a non-master volume, so all you've got is a volume knob, and it gets very loud very quickly. So if you need to be conscious of volume at all, I recommend one of these. And this was running the entire time, both in the sound samples and in the jam.